Hi, this is Balachandra Pichai. I am an event manager by passion and profession. So, continuing the series of videos on experience marketing, we spoke about emotion is very important in experience, right? So, in experience evokes emotion, and that's why emotion is very important in marketing. I'm going to be talking much more in detail about why emotion is very stimulating. Emotion is very important in marketing. I mean, during my college days, during my management days, one of my advertising professor, he said there are 4-5 primary emotions which are basically to be stimulated, or very primary emotions in advertising. And so when it comes to advertising, I mean, these are the 4-5 emotions which are typically very important. I'm sure the same can be translated into marketing also, in a broader marketing perspective also. So the first emotion is fear. I mean, fear plays a very crucial factor in driving people to make a purchase decisions. Typically, if you see like all these insurance companies, if you see, right, okay, there is fear, and then there is a fear of losing out. Okay, there is a rush. I mean, if you don't do it within these days, you will have this problem, or maybe if you don't do this between, then you may not be able to get your family secure, or something like that. So there is a fear of losing out, or the fear, or something like depriving of something, so that's very important emotion. The second is the second most famous is love. Romance or sexual appeal. I mean, typically if you see these deo ads like Axe or Wildstone, a couple of other such deo ads, or this really appeal to that love or romance or a sexual appeal kind of this thing. Or maybe Cadbury's ad, for example. I mean, kuch meetha ho jaye, not kuch meetha ho jaye. The first time when my mom said, whenever you're starting a day, you should start with a sweet, right? So those are the what you call ads which basically appeals to the love, romance, or sexual appeal kind of emotions. Third, very important is hunger, craving. Like if you see this maybe cold drink ad in scorching heat in a desert, and then you're drinking this cold drink, or maybe hungry kya Snicker ad of hungry hunger, this thing, or maybe a Domino's, whenever you are hungry then call Domino's, something like that. Those are the ads which are typically appealing to the hunger, the craving, basically stimulating the hunger or the craving. Then the fourth one is your aspirational or an inspirational kind of thing. You aspire to, or you were inspired from somebody, those kind of stuff. Like typically your Fair and Lovely, or any beauty cosmetic ads, if you see, I mean, they basically say if you apply this, if you use this beauty cream, and then you can become from an ordinary girl to a film star, or celebrity, or you will have if you drink this, you become but you become taller, you become this one, that way. So that's the fourth emotion. The fifth one is jealousy. The last one, 4-5 emotions. So the last one is jealousy, or maybe like the comparative. You are lesser than somebody, and then that one. So envy, like your famous ad of Onida, envy, neighbors envy, or maybe like your iski shirt, when the Rin ad, uski safedi mere safedi se zyada hai, something like that. So the Rin ad, all that the Surf Excel ad, his clothes are whiter or shinier than mine, those ways. So those are the 4-5 primary emotions which are basically stimulated in the advertising fraternity. I think, of course, if you keep bifurcating it, there are close to around 25-30 different emotions: anger, disgust, a lot of other joy, excitement, a lot of other bifurcation can be done. But then primarily, if you see 4-5, these emotions are very important. So emotion plays a very vital role in marketing. So it has to have an emotional appeal, and experience marketing basically connects to this emotional appeal. Okay, so emotion is very important in marketing. Emotion sells and emotion makes people buy product, buy brand, become brand loyal, and things like that. So yeah, so that's about emotion in marketing. So we will talk about more detail about experience marketing. I'm going to be talking about the 5 steps in experience marketing in the subsequent videos. So keep watching. So this is Balachandra Pichai. I'm an event manager by passion and profession. Bye bye.